Welcome back, viewers. This is Winch here, bringing you a break in my chaos to talk about some random stuff. I don't do these very often, but just kind of felt compelled to put some Battlefield 3 footage out there. I've been playing random games lately, but haven't really been posting any Battlefield 3 content lately. I'll talk about some random things related to and not related to Battlefield 3. Get my ideas, recommendations. I'll just ramble on here for about 15 minutes and just show you some various gameplay. Do my best here to see how this goes. I don't know. Need to get a group discussion going on with some fellow YouTubers out there. Need to start doing that. Need to work on the technical aspects of how to coordinate that. But the first topic I want to talk about, you guys got to go see this movie. I mean, Oblivion. Yes, it features Tom Cruise, but I'll have to say he's still a hell of an actor after all these years. And at his age, man, I have to say he's doing pretty good. But my God, that movie. Saw it last night. And I'm not a movie critic or anything, guys, but lately I've been very disappointed with what Hollywood's been putting out lately. It's just been a regurgitation of the same old type of content out there, the same basic premise, and it's really been getting underneath my skin lately, and I feel like I'm the only one that's been noticing it. Have you noticed, like, the whole superhero genre? I mean, I was around when basically X-Men came of age and all that stuff, so I know what the movies are trying to target, like, my audience and younger audiences, but that's all they put out anymore. Spider-Man 1 through, what do we got, 5 Spider-Man movies, the Hulk, the Avengers, X-Men 12, I mean, I could go on and on. Wolverine. It's just like, I am so sick of what Hollywood puts out with these blockbuster sales. Batman, the Batman series is good, don't get me wrong, I like it when it's done good. But for the most part, it's just been sequel, prequel, sequel, same old thing. Even like, I love the Aliens type shooters, like, you know, Aliens 1 through 3, and then they came out with Prometheus, what was it called, Prometheus, which was technically a sequel to the whole Alien thing, and I was all geared up for that. It wasn't done too well, it wasn't terrible, but my favorite movies are basically like Tron Legacy, but that's technically, I guess, a sequel to the first Tron, but I really like the way that was done. I really love the Daft Punk music in that. I mean, I play that soundtrack all the time on my car. And I'm not a big techno guy either in terms of music. More of a classic rock guy and rock. Definitely not a rap guy. But I really like Tron Legacy. I don't know how many times I've seen that movie. It's definitely one of my favorites. I just like the visuals of that, the music, the sound. I like the concept of the movie. I'm a big Bourne series fan, but again, those are all kind of in the series related. But I really love those series. Big James Bond fan. And definitely the new Bonds are right on target. Definitely the best they've ever made. So those are the kind of movies I like. Crimson Tide, military stuff, Hunt for October, which you've heard some of that music in my soundtracks on my videos. But again, lately with just what Hollywood puts out, it's all superhero stuff. It's all, you know, rinse and repeat. Let's just cash in. Kind of like a lot of these games lately. You know, rather than trying to create something new and innovative, what Hollywood does is a safer bet, and what they know will just make money. They don't care about, anytime they try to take a step away from what's out there, they really don't want to take a risk, because risk costs money, and if it fails, it's a big failure. Whereas they just kind of put something out mediocre that'll get so-so reviews and basically appeal to what mainstream people want, which is the same stuff, then it's a safe bet. Oblivion, to me, is a masterpiece. Now, I don't say that very often, guys, but genuinely, it is so refreshing to go see a movie that's truly unique in every aspect. It's not related to anything you've ever seen. It takes bits and pieces, you could say, from great works of art out there. I'm not going to say what, because I don't want to give you any spoilers. To me, I went in there completely blind. I just knew it was a sci-fi with great visuals. The reviews were so-so, and that's a great point to make too. Don't trust the reviews nowadays, because it just got so-so reviews. But oh my God, it's definitely one of my favorite movies to date. If not, I will go out on a limb as a Star Wars fan and everything. It might be my favorite movie I've ever seen, and that says a lot. I've seen a lot of movies in my time, but it was just so well done. Just the experience. It was lots of surprises in the storyline, lots of depth to the storyline, and it really just kept me, I had no clue what was coming next. I just felt like I was on a ride, and the visuals, the acting was top-notch with Tom Cruise. He still got it to this day. Definitely one of the best actors out there, and my personal, I mean, I'm not a big Cruise fan by any means, but I think he's an excellent actor. It seems like his material is always good. So go out and see that movie, guys. You owe it to yourself. Trust me. Now, see that, by the way, this is my next topic I want to talk about, just briefly. I'm not going to harp on this too much. The potato gun. Excuse me. That's what this player is running. That's his name. But the SPOS with slugs. It's starting to get under my skin, guys. Is this not game-breaking right here? This one-shot kill potential. Look how many times I get respawn here. This is, by the way, a turning point in this match. Right where we kind of had the decision made. We're trying to get on the right front here and trying to hold this position because this is what you got to control in this game. This guy just comes through and just massacres me. One after another after another. How many times I respawn here? Boom, one-shot kill. Boom, one-shot kill. Even with damage on him already, this gun, and I see it in lots of people's hands lately, whether it's on PC or console, is starting to be game-breaking. And I don't like to say that. I don't like to harp on overpowered guns. But the SPOS or any shotgun with slugs, why do we have slugs in Battlefield 3? It's one of the things that really, I'm just tired of seeing in the Battlefield series. It was in Bad Company 2, I guess it's been in all the Battlefields. But it basically turns a shotgun into a sniper rifle. And I don't know if any of you have actually fired a slug shotgun before. A lot of states authorize it for deer hunting. But let me tell you, the kill range on a slug is a very, very short range. You got to be basically point-blank range, because the drop is so significant. And the way in Battlefield 3 I would portray it as, it's like the Expo. You know how much that thing drops? Well, that's how much a slug round should drop. It should only have an effective range of like 10 or 15 feet, if that. And the SPOS being able to basically snipe like a bolt-action sniper rifle really gets underneath my skin. Yeah, you have to count for a little bit of drop, but it's nothing like what it should be. And the fact that it has a one-kill shot potential to the body makes it the most overpowered gun in this game right now. And I'm seeing it in a lot of games lately. It's really increasing right here again. I mean, game over. And it's not them going after these players. These are good players. But for the most part, I'm seeing this across the spectrum. And I wish DICE would address these overpowered guns, because it's really getting a bad taste in my mouth about this game a lot of times. My argument is with the SPOS slug is, why should a shotgun essentially have the exact same killing potential as an M98 sniper rifle in this game? Because we all know the bolt-action sniper rifles are really inconsistent. I've tried with them. Sometimes you get a one-shot kill to the chest, sometimes you don't. With the SPOS, and bear in mind with the bolt-action sniper rifles, the reload time's incredibly slow. So if you miss, you're dead. And that's another thing a lot of people say about the SPOS slugs. Well, if I miss, I die. Not necessarily, because you shoot a lot quicker than a bolt-action sniper rifle does. You can empty 8 rounds out of a slug shotgun in a matter of seconds. I mean, how long would it take you to go through 8 shots on a bolt-action sniper rifle? Probably 2 to 3 times as long. So it's not really a legitimate argument with that. Suppressive fire of them, everything like that. So my recommendation to DICE, if anybody would actually be listening, is let's just get rid of the slugs. That, or just increase the drop of them so bad that you cannot use it as a sniper rifle. You can't shoot beyond 20 feet with the thing, because that's just not what that's not a legitimate physics model for your weapon. That's one of the things I really like about Battlefield 3 is the fact that you can really reach, I mean, the weapon depth is so much better than most other games in terms of the recoil, the uniqueness of all the guns, the diversity of the weapons they offer. So that's something we really gotta keep working on and improving with Battlefield 4, I hope to see. Now in this gameplay you're seeing here, I'm running the M240 Bravo with the suppressor, which is something I typically look down on, but this is a loadout Need for Speed guy has recommended to me, and he's run with before. And I'll have to say, my criticisms of a suppressor on an LMG, they're kind of going to bed with this loadout, because I'm really surprised anytime I run with it, you typically wreck with it pretty good. I mean, it's not unstoppable, but having that suppressed, the silent stealth capability gives you a dramatic advantage with the big LMG because of your high capacity magazine when you're on a flank. A lot of times you'll run around on a team, you'll see 4 or 5 guys there, and you know how assault class weapons are. You just can't take out 4 or 5 guys with one clip. Well, with the suppressed LMG, you can sit there all day, plink, plink, plink away, and take them all out, and the team doesn't even know. Whereas if your weapon's not suppressed, you'll start killing them, but it'll be inevitable somebody will quickly turn around and take you out with their assault weapon, because those things are just unstoppable at those kinds of ranges. So I run this with a grip as usual with M240B. I think it benefits greatly from a clip, or a grip that is. But it's a good loadout. I've seemed to have a lot of success with it, and this is just one small clip I'm showing you here. This really frustrates me. How in the hell is it, whenever we were playing Rush, you get down to 10 tickets out of what? I think we started with 145, I don't know, 170. One of those high ticket, one of those extremely difficult tickets, and right here's a perfect example. Like, how did I not take out those two guys? And that, to me, basically, I just lost the objective right there. But how is it you get down to 10 tickets after holding off a team for 100+ tickets on defense? And it's like, you gotta watch those last 10 tickets, because that's when the team gets desperate. And it never ceases to amaze me when I'm playing with good players here. Here's Project X Talk I'm playing with, and John Denham as well. But you get in here, and that's when it goes to grab. Man, that's so frustrating when the tide of the battle goes like that. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So it's always a battle to the end with Rush, but I was playing Rush yesterday with my buddies, with good players, and some good players got in, and golly, enter Rage Quit, man, on Metro and stuff like that, when you just can't break through, and the team's so good at locking it down, it happens. This is a tough game some days. So, what else did I want to talk about? I'm going to wrap this up here with just a little clip here at the end as I move on into some Metro. The next Metro clips, I wanted to show more, but I realized I'll probably have to show that in another video because it turned into kind of a troll wind shear series. So I'll tie that in another video. It's just too long to show it into this video. I don't like to get videos over about 15 minutes, or else they get kind of boring, and I don't think I can talk much longer than 15 minutes. But I want to reach out to you guys, and I apologize for not showing it, but I am playing PC. I am enjoying playing PC on my laptop. And those of you that know, it's a laptop, a quote gaming laptop from HP. It's got a 2 GB dedicated Nvidia 650M GT is the Nvidia card. But the problem I'm having lately, and this is common with laptops, and my big complaint about PC is technical problems, and I'm having a massive problem. I can't even play the game now. I'll get into it. It runs it fine. I can run it on high graphics settings, high resolutions. I mean, frame rate's great, but at some point in time, the more I play, I get like this glass type looking object in my screen. Like this, I can't really describe it, and I apologize. I should have showed it here. I'll probably have to make a video if I don't get an answer from you guys. But for you PC guys that don't know, or maybe you can help me out, but it's like some type of visual breakage. Literally, like, you'll see one graphic that's stuck on the screen for the rest of the game, even though the game starts out fine. Isn't this how you want to start out Metro? Yeah, beast mode on. Anyway, what's happened lately is I've changed my graphics driver. I've tried to update it, which apparently is a kiss of death on your laptop, because it's very specific about what drivers work for the, you know, quote unquote laptop graphics card you have. So I've updated the graphics card, which apparently the driver I updated with the latest driver is not really compatible, or has some kind of negative effect on my gameplay. So I actually went back and I tried installing older versions of the graphics card. Then I went back to the manufacturer's website and downloaded their endorsed graphics card adapter or driver, and it's still doing it. I cannot seem. I mean, I spent a couple hours now on this problem. I can't seem to figure it out. I would really like to figure it out so I just don't have any problems with my graphics card on Battlefield 3 so I can play it. And it's not just Battlefield 3. I thought I would try Blacklight Retribution, get some gameplay of that. It's doing it for that too. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe you guys can help me out. Maybe it's not my graphics card. Maybe it's another setting or something. But I've tried tweaking my graphics, turning down my resolutions, turning down the graphics, turning up the graphics, putting on auto graphics, everything. And just nothing seems to solve this problem. So I'm reaching out to you guys to see if maybe you can shed some light on that problem. And this was a really good game too, by the way. I'll show you the score here at the end. It was pretty impressive, but you know, Metro, golly, what a meat grinder this game is. Some days you love it, some days you hate it. I look forward to more maps like this, even though, like I say, some days you hate it. For most part, it's kind of a love-hate relationship with this map, but we still have to admit this is a pretty good map. I'll summarize it up here, guys. Enjoy playing with you again. The trolls out there are kind of getting on my nerves a little bit, but I'm trying to get you more gameplay here in the future. Just right now, I'm really busy with moving, and that's really... Oh my god, if I have any advice to you guys, make sure you keep your finances good, keep your credit good, get yourself a good job, responsible job, stay out of drugs, stay in school, because the world's tough out there right now, and I'm trying to get approved on a house. And I mean, I've gotten approved, but the amount of detail they ask for nowadays, I mean, they want to know everything from bank statements to your pay stubs, your income. They want you to see your retirement statements and what letters from your employer. I mean, I feel like violated the amount of personal information a bank requests for a home loan nowadays. Oh my God, I mean, literally anything you can think of, tax returns, any kind of spot on your record. If somebody had a credit inquiry on your credit score, they want to know why. They want to know every previous address you've lived at and give an explanation of how long you lived there, why you lived there, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's just really amazing the depth that these banks go into nowadays to obtain your financial information. So if there's any advice to give you, and it's kind of off topic here, make sure you keep your finances in order, because if you ever need to buy a big house, you have to make a big purchase like a house, there's a lot of questions the bank wants to ask you if they're going to lend you a couple $100,000. So bear that in mind, kids, when you move on into the future, that your credit score is very important nowadays. And that's the lesson of the day from Windshare. Hope you guys enjoyed this brief content here. Again, this is about an hour-long match. I just showed you the first two clips there from it. But maybe I'll make another video with this, with the Troll Windshare series, and show you the rest of the match play out. Thanks for watching, guys, and go see Oblivion. Great movie.